Back to the Blue Couches and welcome back our friend Pam Parker of the Hagen History Center. Hi, Pam.
Hi.
Nice to see you. You look so summery and fun today.
Well, we have to be summery and fun because we're talking about the garden party that we're going to have on Tuesday for the Women Creating a Legacy.
As in tomorrow?
No, next week.
Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, whew.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'd just be able to sleep in it.
Yeah, you're ready to go. So what does this entail?
This is the first time that we have opened Charlotte Battle's White House for a major event, and this is pulling out all the stops.
Yeah.
We have everybody working out there to completely restore, and I mean the restoration is going to be ongoing. That's basically what the funding for this is going to come from, a lot of the events that we have. So
Where's this located?
it is at 306 Walnut Street in Girard.
Okay.
So we have the Yellow House is 436 and the White House is just up from that. In fact, the fire department is, you can practically see it from there.
Yeah. And how long have you had this property?
Oh, we've had the property since the 80s. The trust, it was a trust that was entrusted to us. So the properties, and we're planting sunflowers out there. So the Yellow House and White House, the Yellow House has been restored. The White House has been under restoration for a little more than a year.
In the process. And the Yellow House we've talked about in the past. It's a great event center.
Yes.
So it'll be exciting for you to have both venues now up and running.
Yes.
Yes, and so this is the, Women Creating a Legacy.
Yes.
And so what will happen at this particular event?
Your typical garden party, we have more than 300 women signed up, so it's really incredible. It's the 8th year for the actual event, which we usually held at the mansion, but we're moving out there because we put all this work into it. So we're unveiling it for women because Charlotte Battles was the woman out there.
Yes.
And there'll be flower arranging. If there's the first 25 people who want to do flower arranging, there's no extra charge, can take home a little arrangement of flowers. We're also going to have all kinds of really cool cocktails and some champagne and great food from Make It Fabulous. We're going to have great food.
Yeah.
And then walking around the grounds the grounds are absolutely incredible. Everything has been cleaned up, but the actual garden that is on the property was originally planted by Charlotte Elizabeth Battles.
Okay.
So her family.
What was she known for?
She was bank president. She was one of very few female bank presidents at the time. She was the only surviving child. So if, banks were just like in the old movies. Banks were family owned.
Yeah.
And in fact, the bank is Full Circle Winery now, right on Main Street there. So
Yeah.
it's that's what she's known for. She also told FDR that she would not close the bank when he was insistent during the Depression that everybody had to close. She was not going to do it.
She was not going to do it.
No,
she kept it open.
She did.
Yeah. And did she live a ripe old age?
She did. She died in the 50s, and but yeah, she was. I think she was well up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the caretaker maintained the house and maintained everything that was in her will and the properties and the farm and maintained everything. She passed away in the 80s, and that's when it all came to us.
Okay, I love it. Now, with that, you also have something especially for the men at the museum, which is June 18th. Yeah.
Yes, June 18th. It's the 4th year for that event, and they have a blast. It is on the campus, the main campus, Watson Curtsey Mansion. Music, both events have live music, lots of food, lots of drinks, cigars for the men, billiards, because the billiard room in the Watson Curtsey Mansion is quite beautiful, and really cool cars, and just a lot of events, and they usually do a couple different special things. And
this is a repeat event,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But how many can you handle for an event like this? What size?
Well, at the mansion you can handle
a lot.
Oh,
yeah,
700-800. I mean, we've had that many people register. I mean, it's a full city block practically.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. And do you have to register ahead of time for either event?
Yes, and both events are on our website. You can go to our website, eriehistory.org events, and it's also right in the little touts at the bottom, so you can click. On the women's event, though, you really need to sign up tonight because we're
really booking up.
We're going to have to, yeah. Well, we need a food count.
That's true. Yes, the old RSVP. Yes. Anything else cooking this summer that you want to talk about?
We sure do. There's so many events. We just put our sunflowers in the ground, and hopefully hopefully people have heard that we are going to have 1.2 million
Wow.
sunflowers, and now we're just crossing our fingers for when they come up. I
Yeah.
mean, there's no guarantee, but probably by the end of July, beginning of August, somewhere in there. And then we're going to do picnics, we'll have dinners, we'll have all kinds of community events. We're going to have like a festival, because that's probably the largest amount of sunflowers between here and I don't know where, but I mean that, you know.
Setting
it's
a
not-
record.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So,
Is it time to call Guinness and find
well,
out?
gee, we hope so. And I don't know who's going to count them.
Yeah, that's true. Give us that website one more time, because you can find out all the information that's
Yes.
going on at the Hagen History Center through that.
eriehistory.org, and yeah, you can come and you can always come down and see us too
Yeah.
on West 6th Street. We're open every day but Monday.
That's right. But that garden party, you got to get those reservations in, so do that
You
tonight.
got to get your dress too.
Gotta
You
get
gotta
your dress as well.
Get a hat. I should have brought a hat.
Yeah, Pam, it's nice to see you. Thanks for